r/AskReddit, what's the best thing you saw at a strip club? Drank a few of my spit bottles by accident. That is guaranteed not a good time. I can't unread that. Anybody got some extra mental bleach? Ha ha ha, Jesus Christ. A dildo strapped to a remote control car. The audience members got to drive it around into some tunnels. I saw this in Portland. Best strip club ever. We went one night and there was a guy we worked with there. We didn't go to the strip club with him, he happened to be there alone. There was this hefty girl on the stage, but he walks over casually and lays down face up on the stage. Folds a 20 and puts it on his nose. Big Bertha walks over, squats down, and grabs it off his face with her snatch. It was amazing and disturbing. These are the stories I can't share with my kids when I tell them to stop putting money in your mouths. I walked into a strip club in a small town a long time ago. No one was there and there was no music playing. When I made enough noise that they heard someone was there, a pregnant 50-plus-year-old woman walked out, popped in a Nickelback CD and started to dance. The CD started skipping and I left. This is how you remind me of what I really am. A mate walked up to the bar and told the staff he was a health inspector and could see smears on the pole, which he claimed was a reportable offense. Next minute 2 bouncers are scrubbing the pole down. Bachelor party in FT Worth in the 80s. Dude runs out of cash and starts writing $1 checks for dancers. 2 weeks later bank calls him at work, asking if young lady with stack of $1 checks with for love in the memo line is legit. He was drunk and forgot about them until then. The look on his face when he realized is etched in my memory forever. Anyone throw cash at them? Her legs are spread and she's kinda slapping it. Someone asked, what do you feed that thing? Without hesitation she said, peanut butter and jelly. Man, that's the best response I've ever heard. The best thing I saw at a strip club was a group of 5 women with ages ranging between 20 to 50 all took their tops off and laid on the stage to tip the dancer. Seeing stripper boobs is nice. Maybe even boring after a while. Seeing regular girls' boobs out of the blue? That's amazing. Something about the spontaneousness of it all is so nice. My friend got kicked in the face after laughing because the stripper was doing her thing to the song by the Bloodhound Gang called The Lap Dance is so much better when the stripper is crying. Full 360 no-scope spin on the pole and bam. Right to the fucking chin. That's a core memory right there. Her name was Bambi. I saw a chick go down on another chick hanging upside down on a pole. That was neat. Wouldn't that be going up? A guy with Down syndrome throw a fistful of change at the stripper nearest him. This is the first one that made me laugh out loud. The thought of that negotiation made it hail. Syndrome, down. Roof, raised. Uncle Danny. The syndrome may be down, but the money is up. Philippines, all the girls cleared out, and this one girl came out with this gossamer gown and obvious professional ballet and dance training, and performed to Alanis Morissette's Uninvited. The entire club was silent and rapped for 4 minutes. I once had a stripper take a match from my book of matches, split the cardboard at the non-fiery end, sat in front of me and put one foot on each of my shoulders. She then wet the split end with her tongue, stuck it to her clit, lit it with another match and had me come close to light my cigarette. She was just lovely too. Montreal as a teenager going over the border from the US in the late 80s. Early 90s were really rad there too. Deleted. Double dildo show on my 21st birthday. There was a group of people kinda circled around in a corner and I walk over and these 2 girls are oiled up ass to ass just going to town. A glorious sight to behold. Ass to ass. We were in Vegas, got a ride from someone whose job was to drive people to and from the club. We were ready to leave at like 3 a.m, so went outside and texted our driver that we were ready, and realized his car was still there. A minute later he walks out of the club with a Tupperware full of lasagna and says you can never find a microwave in these places. On Halloween I saw a guy dressed as Lord Farquaad on the upper VIP level just looking down pretentious. Pretty funny. Edit. I can't believe my most upvoted comment by a wide margin is about Lord Farquaad in the strip club. Almost as funny as His Highness. By the way, it was a stage production level costume, not some Party City crap, so it was incredible. I'm a former stripper reading these and this one is the best emo. 2 dancers in a portable shower. One must have been fond of the booger sugar. She farted and created a Willy Wonka chocolate shower. Cleared the place out. Good times. Wait. Coke gives people the runs. I'm embarrassed to say I grew up in the 80s and didn't know that. I was in Montreal, QC, Canada, and I saw the nicest pussy I've ever seen in my life. I was in the VIP, got a private dance, and this thing had that light from the briefcase in Pulp Fiction. It was awesome. I watched a stripper in Hawaii squat over a stack of quarters, suck them up inside her, then shoot them into a metal bowl so it sounded like the old jackpots in Vegas. And the whole time I had my mother's voice in my head saying, "Don't put money in your mouth, you don't know where it's been." I once saw a girl make change for $1 without using her hands. So that's why it tastes like pennies. At my buddy's bachelor party, he wanted nothing to do with the lap dance. He was finally talked into it and headed into the back room with a girl named Sunshine. 10 minutes later he emerged with his arm around her in tears and hugging him back. Turns out he gave her a heart-to-heart and convinced her to quit stripping. This has to be the most family Disney strip club story from Vegas. Captain Save a Ho. Speech 100. Gotta wonder why the guy that planned his bachelor party took him to a strip club if he seemed so opposed to it. Oh, that's so hot. They had a foldable table in the corner with a white microwave. On plates was their happy hour buffet, all the snacks from your grocer's freezer. I was so hungry it was the best. I had like 4 helpings of mozzarella sticks and some TGIF Fridays potato skins. The bagel bites honestly looked better than the 4 p.m. shift of mediocre talent. Lasagna guy from a few comments up needs to drive for different clubs. Went to a strip club 2 months ago and saw a girl I knew from school. She grabbed my beer, took a drink and put it in her vagina. Went for a private dance afterwards and we have hooked up a few times since. Best beer I've ever had. Went to a bachelor party once and saw a girl I graduated HS with go down on another stripper in the shower show. I was a big hit when she came to our table later and greeted me by name with a hug. This would be awkward if you were homeschooled. Had a crush on a friend when I was young. For her 18th birthday, we took her to a strip club, they invited her on stage for a lap dance, and they pulled her shirt down. So my friend's boobs. That's the best thing I ever saw. We hooked up 10 years later, so this story had a happy ending for me, eventually. I went into one of the ones in Bangkok without any pre-existing awareness of what I was in for. A girl then squatted over my drink and dropped a frog from her pussy into the drink. I was kinda annoyed as I didn't feel comfortable drinking my drink, but it definitely blew my mind. 40 years ago while with a group of friends in Portland, a friend was asking a fully nude dancer to show him her toes, specifically her left big toe. He was being silly and she knew but played it up for him. Pretty soon they were both laughing at one another, calling each a perverse freak and just having a moment. This was in a dingy little tavern, not even a strip club. I don't know about today, but at that time, there were nude dancers just about everywhere. Anyway, decades later, it still makes me laugh. Weirdly wholesome. I saw 4 girls on their knees eating the other's ass in Korea. I saw that movie, and the sequel. Years ago this leggy blonde with a pair of DDDs was dancing for this guy. She unzipped his fly, reached in and started yanking for all she was worth until she tore his underwear off. He said thank you, whipped out a badge and led her out in cuffs. That's how they get you. I saw one of the nerdy chicks I went to high school with up on stage. Caught me off guard. Leaving a club, a little Mexican dude was starting shit with a giant black bouncer. The bouncer slammed the little guy's head on the ground and made him say I'm a bitch and I may take my punk ass home. Took a couple slams, but he said it. The old frog in the clog bit. Quick story, sitting at Sniffer's Row. Stripper leans over and deep throats my buddy's Bud Light bottle. Throws her head back and starts chugging with no hands. Unfortunately it was full of chew spit. So she ended up retching on stage in the fetal position through the AC/DC song. Felt terrible for her, and we all tried to stop as she went. But it happened so fast. This is my stop. Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again, Reddit glitch out.